I'm here with Aaron McHardy, the lead gameplay producer on FIFA 15, and we're here just checking out this incredible new game at EA's fantastic E3 booth. Aaron, thanks for joining us, and can you tell us a little bit about what is new in this year's FIFA?
Yeah, there's a whole lot new, but we're talking about four particular things today. The first one is the visuals. We've done a whole lot to improve the graphical representation of the game this year. We've got a whole new lighting system called physically based rendering, which allows us to use the elements in the environment to relight all of the components on the pitch. The end result is that the game feels a lot more natural, looks almost stunningly like the real world when you put it side by side with the real game on the TV. Couple that with a lot of other little changes that we're making in the visual department. We got a new player rig so the players look more athletic and more powerful and more lean. We've got pitch degradation, so for the 90 minutes of the pitch, we're actually tracking every step that happens on the pitch for all 22 players and evaluating the pressure that they put into the grass and what would that do to the grass. So you actually see the pitch wear over the period of the match. You'll see things like the tearing in wet weather, where when you do a slide tackle, players will actually get mud on their kit. And so there's a lot more subtle details like this going into the visuals of the game. We've also done a lot of work on player control, so players, how they feel in your hand. We've done basically what it amounts to is responsiveness of the players in the game. We've done a lot of work on the locomotion, how they run around the pitch to give them more agile animations, make them feel a little bit more explosive. We've got a whole new dribbling system, run, touch, dribble system that allows us to bring out the personality of players, let them keep the ball a little bit closer when they're moving at slower speeds, which also helps with responsiveness, but also bring out the footedness. There's players like Messi and Gareth Bale and Arjen Robben, these guys that are very one-footed. In the game now, they're going to be keeping the ball on their dominant foot, which is obviously to your advantage. They'll do stutter steps and strides to make sure they maintain possession. And they'll also we've done a lot of changes in the defending of the game too, so that the players, when you win possession, they're also winning it right then and there in the challenge, rather than kicking the ball away and having you run after it and going to collect it and having another battle for possession. Players are now intelligent so that they'll stop the ball and be able to win possession there and let you get on the way of building your attack. All of these things, again, are in the aid of responsiveness in FIFA 15.
And we've also heard a lot about the emotional intelligence of the players on the field and how they react to events around them, and how does that affect the gameplay experience for the player?
Yeah, it's a massive innovation that we're putting into the game this year, the emotional intelligence. For the first time ever, we're modeling the emotional state of all 22 players on the pitch, as well as their attitudes and opinions to everybody else that's out there playing the game as well. And what this means is we're able to tell the story of what happens throughout the match through the emotions and the emotional reactions of all the players on the pitch. What happens is actually we're calculating the reaction that players are going to have and the change in their attitudes and the change in their own emotional state for everything that happens. Something as big as a goal being scored, an own goal being scored, to as small as just simply getting a pass from you to me on my feet. I actually feel a little bit better about you because you played the ball to me. Even though you may not react to it and show any animations, it's actually having an effect on the emotional state of everybody on the pitch. Net result is we can explain what's happened in this unique match that you're playing and what the events were that really told the story of the 90 minutes that you've just gone through the reactions of the players on the pitch. You'll see players contesting hard challenges. You'll see players patting each other on the back for game-saving tackles, or goalkeepers getting applause for making a big save. All of this stuff makes the intelligence and of the players come to the forefront, tells you what's been going on, and keeps you immersed in the game and feeling the emotion of the sport in the world that has the most passion out of any in the world.
That sounds brilliant, mate. Well, good luck for the rest of development, and thanks for talking with us.
No problem. Thanks for coming.